Welcome to Coffee Chats with Klaas. Hi, I'm Alyssa Ebert, Certified Financial Planner with Klaas Financial. Today I'm here with Nate Bribey, a Certified Financial Planner, to discuss one of the most important questions our clients have: how to pay for college. Nate, can you tell us a little bit about the recent trends in college tuition?
Sure. In the last 30 years, the average tuition and fees at public four-year universities has increased 125% after adjusting for inflation, while private schools have increased at a rate of over 80%. Over the same period, median family income has only increased 27%, so it is no wonder why this is such a stressful topic for our clients.
The averages are helpful, but how could someone narrow down what exactly they should expect to pay?
This is certainly a complex topic, as your exact cost will depend on your financial situation, grades, family size, tax filing status, and location. The Department of Education's College Scorecard is a great starting place. It provides detailed information on annual costs, graduation rates, and top fields of study for colleges across the country. For many schools, there's often a net price calculator to input your information to see what a certain school may cost.
And what should families know when computing their net price?
It all starts with filling out the free application for federal student aid, or FAFSA. The FAFSA will ask for parental income and assets, as well as any income or assets of the student. Income for both students and parents has a higher weighting than assets. Filling out the FAFSA will calculate your student aid index, which used to be called the expected family contribution. Once your student aid index is determined, this will be subtracted from the school's cost of attendance, giving you your financial need. Now, just because you generate a financial need doesn't mean the school will fill that need with scholarships, grants, or discounts. Certain schools have better track records than others in filling this gap. Once again, you can rely on the college scorecard or access a school's common data set to see how much financial aid schools generally award.
Now that we have a good estimation of costs, what funding vehicles do parents and grandparents have available to them?
The first choice for many is a 529 plan. This tax advantage account features tax-deferred growth and tax-free distributions for qualified expenses. It also has no contribution limits or income limits, making it a great option for higher income individuals. Many states offer a state tax deduction as well for contributions, so it may make sense to open a 529 plan with your resident state. These accounts have been granted additional flexibility with the passing of the SECURE Act, which allows a $10,000 lifetime limit to pay off student loans. The Tax Cuts and Jobs Act included K-12 tuition in the definition of qualifying expenses, up to $10,000 per beneficiary per year. The tricky part is that not all states conform with the federal definition of a qualifying expense. If unsure, please consult with your tax professional.
And what happens if the beneficiary of the 529 plan doesn't go to college or use all the funds?
For many, this is the greatest unknown question. If funds are not used for qualified expenses, the earnings in the account could be subject to a 10% penalty, ordinary income taxes on the federal level, and possibly some income taxation on the state level as well. On the state level, things get messy. Earnings are subject to income tax, and any previously received deduction or credit is potentially recaptured, depending on the state. Something to keep in mind is that while contributions into 529 plans are completed gifts to the beneficiaries, the owner does have the option to change the beneficiary. Owners may change the beneficiary to another eligible family member, or even change the beneficiary to themselves for their own qualified expenses without any gift or income taxes.
What other options does the owner of the 529 plan have?
Fortunately, with the passing of SECURE Act 2.0, the owner of the 529 plan can transfer funds directly to a Roth IRA for the beneficiary starting in 2024. These transfers are limited to the annual maximum contribution limits with no AGI limitations and are subject to a lifetime limit of $35,000. Notably, the 529 account must have been open for at least 15 years to be eligible for this rollover. Furthermore, contributions made within the last 5 years are not eligible to be rolled over.
What happens if the beneficiary receives a scholarship?
Great question. Up to the amount of the scholarship can be distributed without penalty, but the earnings are still taxable.
Any final thoughts for us today?
For many people, education planning is filled with more questions than answers. However, with some strategic planning by parents, grandparents, and children, their educational futures could be well provided for. we recommend sitting with a financial planner to listen to your education goals and determine the appropriate saving strategy for your family's future.
Thanks, Nate, for the information today, and thank you for joining us for Coffee Chats with Klaas.